That's a big fish. That's a good fish. It came out of the brush pile. Well, I'll say that's enough editing for today. And you might not realize it, but even sitting and editing my own videos makes me want to keep going out fishing. Now, it's 6:54 right now, so it's almost 7. It doesn't get dark here in Eastern time zone till like 9 o'clock. So we got plenty of time to fish. Problem is, my truck's in the shop, but that's no problem because we're going to jump on the electric bike. We're going to run right down the road and see what we can catch. It's cooled off outside. Now, what I'm going to do different, I have all kinds of fishing equipment in here. Rods and reels all out there in my other room. I'm going to find a cheap rod, cheap reel, a handful of cheap lures, and we're going to jump on the little bike and run down the creek. All right, I think we're got what we need. So I found a rod. It's a 5-foot ultralight, the Shakespeare Micro Series rod. You know what? I'm pretty sure they still have these at Walmart. Really cheap rod, 5 foot. It's pretty short. I hardly ever use one that short. And I grabbed a reel. This is a solid little reel. This is the Fluger 500. I'm pretty sure there's 4-pound line on here. I don't remember when this line was put on, but that's the size I like to use for all around. So a little ultralight rod, 4-pound line, and I went digging through stuff and found this little box didn't even know I had. So we're gonna throw some lures in here. And this is kind of a tote. One of many, I got several totes that just have a lot of random stuff in there. I've got some A-rigs, but not throwing those. This frog that I bought and never used. Another lure I bought and never used. Jerk baits, spinner baits. But I do have some little stuff. Let's look in here. Oh, what is this? These are flies. Somebody must have sent these to me. I do get sent stuff, and sometimes it gets stuck away. Sometimes I use it, sometimes I forget. There's little flies. We'll take that. Oh, this right here. Let's just break this off. These are Bobby Garland's, how they come from the factory. This is from like 3 years ago. So let's grab 4 of these little Bobby Garlands. Oh, there's a little jig head. Take that off. I believe that's a 1/32 ounce. That's the kind of size we're looking for. Here is another little jig head. I think it's the same one, 1/32 ounce. We don't really need a ton, I don't think, but we might lose a couple. Oh, I forgot I had that little Chapo 90 in black. Not today, but we might use that in a later video. I'll try to remember it's in here. Little Roadrunner underspin. We might take it with me. I don't know if we're gonna be in a place big enough to throw that. Ow! Oh. Well, here's a crick hopper. And it's a brown cricket, and it's not broken, so I think that might be enough stuff. It's likely we'll put one lure on there and not change it, so I'm gonna stick this away. These flies are kind of thick. I'm not sure what they're made out of. I'm gonna put one of them on a little jig head, and there's no, well, actually, I mean, it looks pretty good. And where we're going, whatever's in there usually is ready to bite. I don't even know it changes because it floods all the time. So there's a rod, it's ready to go. Of course, it's gonna take a pocket knife. Got my kit, a couple extra hooks, a couple extra lures. That's all we're gonna need. My cameras. And here's something that I use a lot. It's water shoes. Now these are Columbia PFG. If they're like $55 or $60, I'll leave a link, but you can look them up on Amazon. I've ordered, this is my 3rd pair, or this is an older pair. I got another pair that's actually in the back of my truck. So, I forgot to get them out, but you could wear tennis shoes. A lot of people ask about that. Tennis shoes are fine, but as many times as I get in the water, I like a pair of water shoes. These have just kind of shrunk up and they're solid. So if I walk on rocks, which I'm gonna do, they're pretty stable. These are still good. I'm gonna wear socks, just to give you a little bit of cushion. Sometimes I wear neoprene socks, but I'm not gonna get into the water that much. So I think we're about ready. Yeah. Time to get the bike out. All right, so I got just a backup camera. I might do some underwater filming. Just like to have one with me. I got my gear, my pouch, our rod. Let's jump on. We're just going right down the road. And let's see if this thing still works. How do we turn this on? I haven't run it rod in a while. Oh yeah, oh yeah. It rolls. Ooh, rips. All right, not much traffic right now. We're gonna get over here, park this thing in the median. A little off the road, nobody's gonna mess with that, I don't think. Yeah, there we go. Woohoo! Man, it's growing up down here. I'm gonna be able to get in there. Let's see, let's just stick the bike right here on these bushes. Okay. Hopefully nobody messes with that. Now we got to get in down there. Wow. It's definitely has a lot of weeds around it. All right. See if we can catch someone first cast. Oh, got a little bite. Wow. And we got hung up on some weeds first cast. Oh, we're free. All right, there's a bunch of little, right there I saw a bunch of little fish. This all here is different. It's all washed in. It used to not be all here. Everything's, the sides are, I'm not walking through that. And I don't want to walk through that. But I think I can get in on the other side. It's kind of dark in there. Take my glasses off. Ooh, might be able to get one right here. It's down there. Oh, got a fish on. This rod is very flimsy, and we got ourselves a green sunfish. The rod has so much give compared to the nicer ones that I've been using, a little faster ones. Hey, there's our first fish, green sunfish. These things are super pretty. It's cool that they're like, you know, live right in the middle of the highway. Ow. All right, come on. Okay, and we made it down. This water is chilly. Made it down to the stream. There's a lot of little fish in this little pocket. What was that? I don't know what that was. I got all tangled up, then I get these trees out of the way. We're gonna try to flick this thing. There it is. Oh, we got smoked. Another green sunfish. This is kind of my green sunfish area. It stays really shallow and just doesn't get very deep. And green sunfish kind of take up, a lot of times they take up the water that other fish don't need. I don't know if it's they don't need as much oxygen or if they get pushed out or what. I hate walking through these bridges. I gotta walk through this bridge right here, hunched over all the way down through there. Something about it. I just don't like doing it. All right, let's go. Well, we survived. I didn't enjoy it, but we got through. Now this over here is a longer tunnel than that one over there. So we're gonna walk through that one over there in just a minute. But right now I need a fish right here. Oh, I got smoked. Come on, come on. There's fish in there. They're biting at it. They're just little. Look like just green sunfish. Oh, there's a bird in that nest right there. It's looking at me. Oh, there's a couple of them in it. At least it didn't bother me. Oh yeah. All right. Oh, there's fish right here in front of me. A whole bunch of them. Got one. Shiner. So this is the little deep pocket. It's a big deep stretch for this creek. So for like a little bitty creek, all of a sudden it's this deep hole because of the way the roads washed it out. And there's a bunch of fish down there. Let's try to get it on camera before we fish anymore, because there's like a little waterfall where the bridge is made a little waterfall. It's made a little deep pool where things just flow into it, and the fish know to sit there, collect food and whatnot. Look at that mouth. He can eat a lot of food. Alright, so let's see here. You can see a lot of fish on the foam. These ones over here. Saw some good ones over here. They're kind of just moving around. You see them down there. Mostly green sunfish, I think. Maybe some red breast. Oh, we're not even gonna cast. We're just gonna drop the lure in, fish on. Nice. That's a big old green sunfish. Well, he didn't want to get showed on camera too good. That was a big one. Oh man, they're smashing. They're just like running to it. Oh. What we got here? Something different. Is that a bluegill? It is. We got ourselves a nice bluegill, and I got a bug crawling on me. All right. These are the kind of places that it don't really matter what you throw in, really, as long as it's small enough for them to eat it. Oh, got it. Green sunfish. Definitely my green sunfish hole. If I ever need to come stock up on them. Oh, that looked like a bigger one. We got here. Wow. He's not bigger, he's little. There was about, every time I dropped the lure in there, about 20 fish hit. That's just a little bluegill. Or like, not 20 fish hit, but there's 20 fish down there, and they all swarm at it at the same time. Boom, like that. Immediately they're on there. Green sunfish. Okay, so let's cast. Oh, my knees are hurting me. I should have brought a chair set here. Let's cast over here. I feel like there's a little bit bigger fish on this side. Oh, well, maybe not. Missed about 3. Oh, what was that? Oh, we got one. Oh, no, we don't. Well, these guys aren't letting me get hooked up. Oh. You don't want to be on camera? There's one. Oh, that was a bluegill. So we've caught green sunfish, shiner, and bluegill. There's got to be red breast in there. Imagine, what's this? Another green sunfish, little one. Alright, let's get down in there. It's hard for me to stand here. I'll probably scare a lot of fish, but I want to cast to the back. Alright, what's that? Another green sunfish. Alright, you gotta be something else. Usually if there's just a lot of, in these kind of areas, if there's a spot that's got just lots of green sunfish, that means there's not a lot of bass or, oh, what's that? Usually not a lot of other fish. That's redbreast. Not a lot of bass to eat the green sunfish or catfish or something to keep the population down. So they just get big and big and big. Where did he come from? Oh, that's a creek chub. That's not a shiner. Now I'm trying to think. That one we caught earlier, I don't know if I paid much attention. But that right there is a creek chub. And so that would be at least our, I think our 4th species. No, creek chub, redbreast, green sunfish, bluegill, and I think I caught a shiner. But we'll see. Kind of worried about my bike being sitting out there side of the road, so I want to try to get a couple casts up in here if I can, but I can't because of the overhang. Whoa, we got something tiny. And another creek chub, just a real tiny one. Got him in the sod. There we go. They're biting at it like crazy. I'm getting bites. Then finally one swallows it. They're just like pecking at it. There's a lot of green sunfish in this little pool. Mixed in with some bluegill, and I caught one redbreast. I haven't seen very many redbreast. Ow! Right here's. Oh, bike's still over there. All right. All right, this is a little bitty tiny runoff that runs into that stream. It looks basically stagnant. Oh, that's what's going on. I thought there was something going on with my line. It felt tight. It was twisted up and I couldn't see because it was so dark in that little creek in the tunnel. The line was twisted. That's why it felt weird. Okay, let's cast into here. And we twist it again. Oh, that feels better. Anything? Nope. Oh, I saw something. Let's look in the air with the camera. I see little stuff swimming around. I can't tell what it is exactly. Probably just little bitty green sunfish. Let's see if we can peek in here. And sometimes fish come up to look at the camera. Oh yeah, I see stuff in there. I can't tell if we can see it on camera or not. Oh, there's definitely stuff in there. All right, well, we saw that, hopefully. I got another spot. Maybe we should go run to that. What do y'all think? Y'all think we should go hit one more spot? It's like about 2 miles away. Yeah, let's do it. I'm with you. Let's go. Yeah, I like these downhill things. And coming back with an electric bike, a lot easier too. All right. Let's see. We are at 30. Oh, I forgot to look at the mileage. I was gonna look at it. I couldn't have been a mile and a half at the most. We're gonna park this against the rail. I think we'll be fine right here. And I'm gonna go ahead and change lures because I really want to throw this little crick hopper in here because the water is backed up on this little creek and it's kind of calm. It's gonna be perfect for if a bug was to just fall in. It'd right what they're looking for. So we're taking this little fly off. Whoever sent me these flies, thank you, because I don't think I bought them. And it's amazing. They did really good.
How are you?
Hey man, how you doing?
Doing good. Good to see you.
Oh yeah?
He said, oh yeah. Well, you don't know me, but I know you.
Oh, okay. Well, good.
I wrote you an email or two about Bigsby Creek and stuff.
Oh, okay.
I watched all your videos.
Yeah, well, I appreciate it. Well, when a policeman pulls up to you, you never know what's going to happen. I get that a lot. I'm used to that just from fishing on the side of the roads and fishing places. A lot of times they just pull up to see what you're doing. And it's awesome when they pull up and they're a fan of your videos. So that was really cool. Glad to know I got some police that, you know, following, watching. Actually, I know a few of them that are following and watching. I appreciate them. Appreciate all the people, but especially the law enforcement that are keeping us safe out here. I got a little crick hopper tied on. We got, I mean, I ain't fishing very long. Probably take 15, 20 minutes. And let's see what we come across. I have a feeling we're gonna get something on the first cast. Nobody coming. I like standing out here in the middle of the road to make my first cast so I don't spook everything. Let me adjust my camera. Going right, boom. Boom, boom, hit it. Oh, I see fish looking at it. Got a bite? Oh, dude, there's a lot of fish. Oh, there we go. Yep. Oh, it's a little bass. Stay on there, stay on there, stay on there. I thought there were several sunfish looking at it. And then this guy comes and eats it. Remember, I'm using an ultralight rod. I got these small little hooks on this lure, 4-pound line. Check that out. Now that is a little bonus catch for sure. Just a chubby little largemouth. Actually, he was hooked pretty good. Goodness, that was one of the weirdest little hooks. He was twisted all up. They had the hooks weird, but all right. He's fine though. That's 11-inch, healthy looking largemouth. Just gonna be a monster in here. Probably just wreaking havoc on all the little fish in here. I messed up my back trebles, but I think we'll be all right. I'm just kind of twitching this little lure on top. You can do several things with it. Oh, got hit. Well, but with the way the water is real calm, and I know everything can kind of see. What is this? Is that a red ear? It is a red ear. You know what? I'm actually not sure if I've ever caught a red ear on a crick hopper. They kind of, I probably have, but they kind of hit a little different. I think that's a mix of a red ear and a green sunfish or something. Look how orange his gills are. That may be a mix. Yeah, what do you think? Probably so. But I'm throwing this, and usually a lot of times I'm covering water. I'm casting and retrieving the crick copper. But if it's a real calm area, when it hits that water, all the fish know it's there. Well, the frogs are starting to come alive. There. Sounds like summer. Goodness. There's got to be a lot living over in these little areas. It's like a lot of swampy little ponds and little backwater runoff area. But we're putting on I think this is a 1/32 ounce jig head. It's a pretty light jig head. And let's get a little Bobby Garland. This little, I think that's a shad color. I can't remember what it is. Little shad or minnow or something like that color. But a lot of times I got the little topwater action. You get, you know, some bites, some aggressive ones, and then go to something like this, a little more subtle, and you'll catch a lot more fish. So I expect to now to hook into a few here. Oh, what in the world? Look at that. Are you serious? This is when I need a bucket. Look at that little largemouth. See, I wonder how these little guys get in here, because this is a super young fish. Like how, I guess they had to have been born up here above the beaver dam, because there was a beaver dam downstream. Maybe it swam way upstream. Maybe it was spawned right in a creek like this from like a 10-inch bass or 12-inch. Maybe that, like, I guess that bass I caught could have been big enough to have babies, but it's kind of crazy how these little fish get in here. Lights. I thought I'd get a lot more. I've seen, oh, all right, when I say that, there's a nice little sunfish, and ooh, it's got a gashed eye. That bluegill. Oh, there's a fish. What? Are you serious? Is that the same one? I got another little largemouth. Just a tiny one. Barely hold the thing up. Look at the little guy. Just think what his future is. He could get eaten tomorrow or live for 10, 15 years in here, wash down to a river, wash down to a lake, stay in the little creek all his life. Who knows? It's amazing to think what that little fish is going to go through. They are down there. There's a bunch of sunfish. They're biting real soft, just down at the bottom. It's like 2 foot, 2.5 foot deep. And that's probably why little small ones. Oh my, dude, that was cool. That was an ambush of an ambush right there. I made a couple casts and I cast right over there off that little tree bush there. And this, all I saw was a flash. This fish came out, ate it, dove right back down. Just like they do everywhere they live, it's the same thing. That's a chunky little bass. Man, he's not skinny. Definitely eating a lot of little fish in there. And we're back. What did that take? About an hour and a half. Starting to get a little dark on me. Caught green sunfish, creek chubs. I think a shiner, I'm not sure. It could have been a green sun, it could have been just a creek chub. We'll count it, that's 3. Bluegill, redbreast, largemouth bass. 5 species, all within about 3 miles. Probably the furthest place I went was like 3 miles of the house. And this is one of those electric bikes that got sent to me a while back. I've already done a video on it, but it's pretty cool to have and just be able to use and run around. You know, I could do the same thing on a bicycle. And a lot of people, you live around places that you can ride your bicycle to or walk to, just to get out there and catch fish. And it's so, can be, and I'm not gonna say it's simple for everybody. It can be so simple. And this is like a $20-something rod. I think these reels are $30-something. Some 4-pound line, a couple little lures. I'm actually at this point in my fishing, I'm surprised I have anything this cheap. Most of my rods are like $100 and up. Same with reels, because I had a lot of stuff starting out, and I've given this all away. I've given so many, like, of my $40, $50, $60 stuff. I've either given it away to relatives or to somebody I know. And whenever you use a little bit higher end stuff, you really feel it. So yeah, this little micro series will work. Did it feel great compared to my $119 like TFO or Lose light rod? No, those rods feel a whole lot better, but you know, caught the same fish and still works. So hey, that was a pretty cool little adventure that you can do in the evenings. And not everybody lives right next to some water, but I bet a lot of y'all live close to water, kind of like this, that's getting overlooked. No one's really fishing. Everybody's kind of just skipping right by it. And yeah, you might have to walk through a few weeds or pull off on the side of the road and look kind of weird. I get a lot of stares and stuff doing this, but it always brings me excitement, enjoyment, just to kind of see what's in there, see the life, see the habitat, like actually get in there with those fish. And when you drive over it, you have just a little glimpse of what that creek looks like. When you're standing in there, you get a whole new perspective. How deep is it? Is there current? What's it feel like? What's the temperature? How much grass is there? How many different species are in there? How many little fish are in there? And sometimes sticking a camera underwater kind of helps show that some of that stuff too. Well, that's all I got for this video. Thanks for watching, and I appreciate all the support, the people that watch any of the videos. Thank you so much.